Come on down to Ventures Vehicles, where we offer the cheapest prices for any vehicle your heart desires. Check out this gorgeous fleet wheel cruiser, equipped with Aether power steering and weather light windows. Stock. Or if speed's your thing, you won't beat our open chase dragster in any race, and you'll never beat our price. Here at Ventures Vehicles, we specialize in transports of all types, like this demolition stomper, perfect for those weekend construction projects or just taking a stomp through the woods. And even better is our price.
Wow, wait!
From wheels on the ground to ships of both sea and air, we got them all. Vehicles of every rarity and always for the lowest price. That's Ventures Vehicles.
Welcome one, welcome all. Lullabyte PK Pit, yes, awesome. Nice new folks in the chat. Shirazaman, thank you, and Nim Chimpskey, welcome back. I was wondering why I was hearing an echo. That silly old guy. All right, so on Tuesday there was a Pauper Classic Tuesday. I was able to make it, and I think I got third. I lost at the very last. I think I went 5-1 with this list. I changed the sideboard a tiny bit because of the presence of so many terror decks, and I needed a little bit more early removal. More on that in a bit. So no league today. We're just going to be chilling out. Hopefully we don't run into mid-range, because this is kind of mid-range and I don't want things to go too long. But some innovations I've been having. This kind of strategy is really weak to land destruction. Pawns is a thing that happens. So instead of the life land, I had to kind of make a conceit to playing the bridge here so that we're at least not completely shut out of our game plan. But we've got 20 lands, 1 lone swamp, 2 Ash Barrens, I believe it's 6 forests, yeah, and 7 plains and a swamp. The only thing, okay, so what we're doing here is, if you're new to the show, this will be new to you, but I've been always messing around with this, whether it's Rally Gond or whatnot. This one's just straight up the combo, and just kind of go all in. There's very few games I can win through the air and just grind them out, but most of the time we're trying to hit this on this, protected by this and this, and make a billion things, gain a billion life, and win the game. If anybody messes with it, we've got the Omen of the Dead engine and Skyfisher to bring stuff back. Little utility here, bit of life here and here, and a lot more life here. Now more on this. Navigator's Compass has been really cool. It's no surprise to anybody out there, but it does, I said on the community tab of our YouTube channel, noticed a lot of similarities with this and Preordain. And you're probably like going, okay, this guy needs more coffee, or he slept in. So both are true. But what I needed to do was explain this a little bit more in depth, meaning that blue's so powerful for a lot of reasons, but one of them is you can keep those one land hands because you have so many one-trip spells that let you go do stuff. Now this doesn't let you. This is the next best thing. You're gaining life and you're making your deck super flexible on turn 1. And with the Skyfisher engine, Missionary and such, we can gain quite a bit of life with this list. I have lost to Hot Dogs, as I think every deck on the planet has. So no gates in this version. I took them out. I was finding, I think I had, gosh, it was like 30 games and the gates worked once. I had a little G with a circle and a slash marks underneath it, and it just... in the formats, it was just, I found, too fast, even with our Prismatic Strands. I wanted to be able to be doing stuff. Vessel of Nascency is a really nice find here. It's kind of Commune of the Gods' little worse brother, but really nice. A lot of times I can trip it during combat and turn over a Strands while getting something else that I need, and just a lot of fun. So, yeah, the list. We got 1 Squire, 4 Compass, 4 Nascent, 2 Omens, 3 Soul Wardens. I'd really like to find a 4th, but between all the extra life gain and stuff, this is only truly good against Swarm decks, and if our Midnight Guard's already out, so I had a little concession there. 4 Bodyguards, 1 Cleric, 4 Skyfisher, 2 Missionaries, 4 Commune, 3 Presence. Mostly the reason I cut that is because I've got Custodi Squire to kind of get it back. And Midnight Guard being a creature, it's never dead, whereas Presence can be, and 4 Strand. Now on the sideboard, I've got the mill protection here in theory. I mean, you could always run Felden's Cane. That might actually be a better call since we can get it with Vessel of Nascency. But it's this is got by 8 cards in Nascency. It's hard to say. And Commune. Hey, Nichols. Thank you. All right, cool. And then Harsh Sustenance is my anti-graveyard. I had one Fairy Macabre and one Nihil Spellbomb in the sideboard, and I was never using it, and it was never enough. I didn't want to really go all in. I was like, well, what's the real big problem? It's either the Terror, the Anglers, and the creature base, really. So I have one extra Cleric here. I've got all 4 Journeys on the side, which is how I ran in the tournament, the Missionaries, Scattershot, but this is where I changed things up. Going with Kirtar's Desire, obviously good against Kiln Fiend and red decks early on, buys you quite a bit of time, and it only gets better with time. And with Commune and stuff like that, we're able to fill it up, so the blocking usually isn't an issue either, and we're not attacking much more than in the air or for the win with like 1,000 tokens. Anyway, it is kind of a wild list, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, Nichols, you got second in the tournament, right? I ran into you, I think, in the quarterfinals, and then I saw you in the oopsie. I messed that up. This is set for one game because we've already lost. Let's see, create. Let's minimize this so I can see what the hell I'm doing here. Yeah, the Pauper Classic Tuesday was a lot of fun. Went pretty late. I was pretty tired, and I think I lost to blue-red control. And yeah, it's good times. So anyway, I probably should have loaded this up prior to heading on over here. But yeah, I've always had a crush on the Midnight combo. It is kind of the only infinite thing in Pauper. I guess no, there's infinite mill and things like that. Familiars can do their thing with that. So there's a lot of fun to be had. Man, the seasons have just changed. We were actually using blankets last night. It was nice. Very cool. Resident Zombie, they're usually on lately they've been on a very cool, what do you call, Cycle Storm. And boy, does it work. I don't think I've really ever gotten this guy when he plays that. We will keep this. Got pretty much everything. I think this is going to be all graveyard all the time, which we're not prepared for, but I think unless you go like 4 Macabre, 4 something else, you're not really going to consistently hit something and considered maybe a bog or that sort of. Yeah, he's on this. I'm glad he's playing this because this would be a fast game. I believe we'll lose this one. He's really good at this list. Like I said, I've faced it maybe 4 times. I think he's won all 4. Gotten a few in here or there, but it's a beautiful list. Yeah, it's like one land with cycle. Yeah, he's constantly on board with that thing. So, all right. Well. Yeah, I'm just we'll set up our lands here. Just go like this, slow roll up. Like I said, not even quite sure what we could bring in against this style of list. It's like the perfect kind of list for a Macabre, but we don't got it. But yeah, I'm predicting pain this first round. Of course, I haven't tried this one on him, but we'll see. Alrighty, another bridge. I'm just going to keep slow rolling this. We'll bring out the Warden, bring out the bridge, and chill out. There's the bubble. It's not doing too much work yet. We have 0 threats on board. What we're really trying to do is just find our combo and before they do. All right, let's see what we get here. This is kind of awkward. Well, I want to supply a little bit of threats here. So let's just play Skyfisher, return the Warden, play the Warden, pass, and then technically we could just sit on Strands. Play it while whatchamacallit's on the stack. I guess that might be the only saving grace we've got in game 1. I'm acting like we've got some game planning game. I just explained that we kind of got rid of our graveyard hate. I still don't really, I'm not really bedrock on that. I just, depending on the list, if they've got some sort of a recursion lock, I've got the Harsh Sustenance to get through, assuming that I've got a lot of critters out. And Yeah, I've never been... When you go up against graveyard dependent lists, you just feel like you need like 8 or 9 cards to really put a dent in them early on, you know. There it is. Yeah, I've seen him use that. His list changes so wildly all the time. About every 3 weeks, he'll send me, I lost this for this because of this, and so logic's always very sound. But like I said, it's just never been my style of list. All right, let's we'll even things out here. I'll just bring some goods out here. Sit back on strands and hopefully catch them with their pants down. I don't know. Attack. Just looking for midnight or any of our 8 dig spells. A lot of times I've run this list with multiple like even faithless looting style. But like I said, I just kind of try to streamline it and make it kind of compete a little bit faster than usual than the standard lists. Seems whenever I speed the list up, then it needs to get more mid-rangey and such. And Bodyguard can help steal the initiative and stuff, but I lost an initiative game just the other night. That was a bit frustrating. Okay, I'm just gonna keep trying to smash here. This is just, sometimes this deck plays horribly honest, and you're like, I don't know if I like this list, and then you'll have games where you just destroy, and you have all this defense, and it seems like nothing can die because of Omen, and everything feels great. I think all decks kind of fall under those categories, right? All right, I'm just gonna limp out with another Skyfisher. Sit back on strands. Act like we don't have anything, which we kind of don't. This will probably give away our tell here. I mean, why wouldn't I return a creature, right? All right. Let's go. I missed the drop because I had it on end of combat, I think. Still not out of the woods. Let's see what we can see. And because you have a Midnight Guard combo, things like Weather the Storm, while horribly offsetting and slowing you down, are easily surmountable with about 10,000 clicks and a little bit of arthritis, which I don't have, thankfully. I am considering placing strands in the yard so that I've got free options here. I'm going to do that. Boink. Call red. And I'll just sit back. Now my mana's free. Come on, let's find something here. Alrighty. Drop this here. Sure. Yield to this. I'm so tempted. Every time I've done this in history, the next draw is the combo. So it gets a little maddening that way. I'll attack with everything here. Or should I? Let's leave the lady back. I'll leave both of them back. It's pretty obvious what they're going to block with, right? Let's go from here. We could be gaining 2 life a turn. They've got kind of same sort of game plan we do, where they can just do kind of exponential damage. So we're just trying to stop it for that 1 turn. That helps our plan. Bummer. I should have put it on there. Oh well. Squire will get it back. Custodi Squire is really growing on me. That's a lot of card. And when you got a really full board, a lot of times if you click something that you have multiples of, say you have 4 Skyfishers in your yard, you click on maybe the second to the last one, and then the other person they see you chose Skyfishers, so they'll choose one. And the way it works, if they don't choose the exact same one that you did, last I looked, the interface doesn't let them know. You get both of them. That's pretty nasty. Another strands. All right. Well, I'm going to bring this out like this. We'll get back presence, get some life, and be able to attack with everything. Okay. And we'll say Gond. And attack. Yeah. Okay, getting in for 5. I wish it was 6 so that they couldn't use a Street Wraith again, but not Nick 420. I think you can right click on the card, see how many votes it has. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. I've never been a victim of it. They're killing it. That's fine with me. Oh, okay. That must have been an update. I haven't looked too closely at that. It's like a one land cycle storm combo spy. And it's nasty. I've run into him a few times with this list. It can get brutal. Here he goes. Resident Zombies, the one we played the Angels list of his about a year or two back. Very interesting. Hey, why do I need such a long name? Back in the biz. Thanks for joining us, old friend. Song's a little damp. Now it's time to get them all back. He will reveal nothing. All right. Well, I'm surprised we took that one. I don't mean to sound Debbie Downer about it. It's just like I said, he's at least against me. He's drawn very hot like every time we've played. So, geez, I'm not quite sure what I even want to do here. I think Strands is kind of our only wiggle room there. I haven't seen a real recent list of his list. I'm pretty sure it still gets you with the cycling, but he's probably going to change his plan up there. Considering I don't want to take out our combo. A lot of times against if we run into like hot dogs or something, sometimes I just side out my combo and I just go into this pure life, just weenie deck that just has way too much life gain. But useless. Could be. I think we're just going to roll it back here. Don't really have any dead cards. One good thing about not running Journey main is if you do run into a list like this, you don't have anything dead. It's always an argument for Oblivion Ring, because that grabs just about anything, but our 3 spot's pretty clogged, and I like the curve where it's at right now. Let's just roll this back. We'll probably regret something or have a little aha moment in 5-10 minutes. All right. Oh, and then we're not going to have one or maybe even 2 shows in October. We will be here for the Halloween show, but my nephew, that extraordinary guitarist Adrian Ballou, is getting married, and so we're going up for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday sort of thing, see family and such. So Pauper's going to have to wait. I think that's around the 15th. Just didn't do too much, but we've got a nice curve, and I can hit that Vessel. I'm going to keep. I've really learned to like the Vessel, not as a card, but in this list, mostly for those combat tricks, just being able to trip it and then have a prismatic in the yard, be all pink. That's tricky. Somebody attacks in for the win, you trip that, and all of a sudden they didn't, prismatic's usually laying there in the yard for everybody to see, but not in this case. Open up the eyeball icon and go from here. I've been saying, I always say Ayukara, and it's Akuara. I believe. I might still be saying it wrong. I apologize. Those letters always do a dance with my brain. Okay, let's bring out Vessel. And what's also cool about Navigator's Compass, aside from the fact that you can gain some life with it, is that you're able to just kind of play your lands as you need them. You don't have to be super diligent about, like, I have to play this because I got to hit my curve just right for this turn. There's the Strands. We like that, but we don't have a white yet. So I believe we can do... The Vessel's not going to do me too much good if I do it now. I prefer that over the other. Let's make them wonder what we got. We'll do this. Vessel EOT. And then next turn we can have some Lone Missionary, maybe Compass turns or something, assuming that we get Strands in the yard. We're not representing really any clock here, which is bad against tempo. And sometimes when you just draw the combo, it's just it's really disgusting. Getting a gazillion critters out and such. I kind of want that plane. I know we got the compass. Yeah, that's folly. I think I'll get the Warden out. Boink. I do have to play critters, right? Do this. All right, Omen shows up. Let's bring out the compass and bring out the dead. We will play this. Make this a plane. It's always fun to terramorphic expanse your lands at any way, which way you want. Yeah, Boggles is, yeah, it's exactly kind of the same sort of line of thinking, right? It's, I'm just going to play this now. Come on back, Skyfisher. You know what you're getting. Woo! Yeah, I get on some Boggles runs every once in a while. It's actually been years. But yeah, there's those matchups where you're just like, why isn't everybody playing this? And then there's entire leagues where you're like, good God, I just went 1-4 or something like that. Hey, Mtmentat. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Hope I'm reading that wrong. You seem a little... Hope you're having a good week. All right. Our mana's always right. But... I still got to get some more damage represented here. We'll make this into a Caves of Kilios without the damage. We'll do this old trick here. Got another Skyfisher, so I'll lean on the life gain here. Boink. I'll return this. Yield to this. I'm going to finally play this, and then we'll play this. Might have a semblance of attacking next turn. Definitely not putting any fear into anybody here. Our combo's far away, but we've got life and a lot of defense. Yeah, there's definitely an opening. They've had plenty of time. And here they go. Tripping that Cantor. I guess it doesn't really tell much. Skyfisher out, they're not going to be attacking anyway, so might as well get the the critter count up in the graveyard so that you can do all the good stuff. Ooh, okay. One macabre. When they choose to exile, can't even see. That's no big deal. Here we go. And then the yard fills up. Sure is cool artwork. It's a vampire. Now they use the bauble to get back Songs of the Damned, probably, I would imagine. Oh. Boy. There it is. Boink. Right on the edge of sanity. Here we go. Kind of want to let them do their thing so that people knew or want to see the list. I mean, take a screen grab, right? There's no secrecy in a list like this. It's like, there's my list. This is game 2. We won the first one. Yeah, his House Guard tech is pretty sweet. Grim Harvest. Sacrifice. So yeah, you can sacrifice another creature to regenerate them. It's a really nice find. Grim Harvest. I'll bring up the for the Myrrh. So people can follow along here. Hoo-ah! The bauble gets them all back. Comes the bubble. Songs of the Damned. Yeah, this is when they just drain life us for a gazillion. I forget which one it actually is. I always say drain life because I'm an old schooler, but it's Consume Spirit. That's the one. That's how they get us. And it does do damage, if I'm remembering right. Yep, damage. So game 3, we're just going to play very wussy magic and sit back on strands and hope we can get there. But everybody see what's going on? I don't want to waste too much more time here. He's got kind of an infinite lock, gets enough mana to where he can just get us. So I just wanted to demonstrate for anybody new to that style of list why I'm conceding, but I think we kind of pointed out how it works. Alrighty. Well, we're really leaning on Prismatic here, big time. I don't think there's much sense in doing anything else. You know, Harsh might be a neat little call, because if we do get caught where they're hitting us for just enough damage, we might be able to sneak that in, but I don't want to wait for them to... oh, you know what? Let's bring in a Dawnbringer Cleric. That's a good call. And I'll lose a Missionary. Let's do that. I should have done that game. Now, we do have a little bit of graveyard, right, with Skyfisher and Dawnbringers. You got to have them, just like all the other stuff. Yeah, what was I saw something on Snapbolt this week. He had a cool like Boros initiative list that I was pretty interested in. It just looked awesome. I just don't think that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna last. I think initiative's gonna go completely away. Shows how powerful it is, you know. Just take away the black ones. It's like, okay, we'll ramp with these other colors, and boom. At least that's been I'm about 50-50 against it. It's similar to, like, you know, Tron or Familiars. If you know you're going up against it, you can game plan, and you can take them down, or if your sideboard's ready for it. But it's just, I actually kind of think the format's, outside of a few little issues, pretty widespread and healthy right now. It's you have no idea what you're going to bump into. It. There's probabilities and obviously affinities right there, depending if you're like in a tournament or not. But I wonder what he's doing here. Yeah, I decorated the house for Halloween yesterday. Got all spookified. Very cool. All the neighbors come over to take pictures. We had one big bay window, and I always put like 90% of my decorations, which is a lot. Stuff them in there. Edgar Allan Poe books and all kinds of little... I have very... What do you call... Oh, disconnected. Oh, okay, he's still here. I have very old school taste. Like, I like vintage looking Halloween stuff. A lot of wood and fabrics and stuff. Not that bright, glittery, purple, green crap. And you know, just very, like, I don't know, it's like 1910 or something for the look of the stuff. Good day, JO1. Back at ya. My caffeine's running out, but I have a spare. Well, whatever the closest Saturday is, you know what? I got to look that up, because I know I'm going to be gone for that weekend too. The actual, so I think it's going to be the Saturday before Halloween. I mean, like a week before, not because I think it falls on a Monday, so it'll be like the week prior. But all right, let's see what we can get. Yes, could greatly consider. We're flooded here, but I like this kind of flood. I'm going to keep this. We got a creature and a way to dig up for Prismatic. We'll keep. Again, I'm just going to leave the bridge behind when we have a hand like this. Clocks are about even. Let's see what we can get. What are they doing with their hand here? Let's see. Yeah, I go so all out for those Halloween episodes, and I don't know, it must be a thing that's just in the States or something, because it always it means a lot to me, but apparently not many others. It's like my views will be like here, and then I do my Halloween show. Overall, it goes down a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute. I went all in on this. Let me see if I can... I don't even know if I can bring up my calendar on my phone here. Yeah. Nope. I'm a minimalist. I took off stuff that I didn't think I would need. All right, now I need it. Let's go. Forest time. Today, 7 cards. Not a good sign. All right, I'll drop Vessel and yield. And Sapphire, my boy, got all of his got all new glasses, double pair. Ooh-wee. All right, get rid of this. Combo's right in hand. Getting scary. I'll trip that EOT. It's the beastiest holiday, for sure. Truth be told, one of my favorite things about Halloween is the lead up to it, all of October. And happy October to everybody. It's the 1st. Sometimes I actually get a little melancholy on the day of or right before because I know it's almost over. That's when you know you like something a little too much. So technically, I should be at the height of my Halloween powers today, October 1st. We got nothing. I think we should pull the Vessel here again. Okay. Ugh. Not a good look. Now, oh boy. Kept that Highland hand and we're getting punished for it. Few things here. If I drop the guard, they might go off and we lose. I want them to feel safe. So I think I'm just going to play the Vessel. This way, if we do hit Prismatic, we can drop the guard and then we have some backup. But we're still pretty naked here. It's 1-1, game 3. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully it's enough. Oops. Boy, did I punt there. Can't do the Vessel because I dropped a Swamp. I almost hope they have it now so I don't feel like that cost me the game. Yeah, please kill me. It's not like I didn't have Forest. It's the most numerous land in our hand there. It's going for like synergy or synchronicity here. Unforgivable. I deserve to lose this one. Read it up. There we go. He's got us. His streak continues against me. It's like, I think I'm like 0-5 with a variety of decks against that. It's always close. I always get one or two, but that was a win, loss, loss. Ha. All right. Let's see what we can run up against here. As we run over to the aforementioned deck list. Yeah, maybe I've considered just a Dawnbringer package altogether, but then, you know, that's right when you run into burn all the time and such. So, ooh-wee, we got a lot of land. Part of our combos here. I'll close this for screen real estate. Boy, this is a slow hand, isn't it? We could technically do that. I'm going to mulligan this. That looked clunky. All right, we'll keep this. I'll throw back Gone because we've already got one. Get gone. And not sure what we're up against here, so I'm just going to play honest and bring out the bridge. Bring out the bridge. Yeah, that spy list is brutal. I'm always surprised I don't see him winning with it in like the tournaments. Alrighty, let's do this to this. Mana's correct. Trying to find our combo or any of our 8 green draw spell lists. Affinity. Again, even here, you know, a lot of times you want to fight the blood fountain interaction with in Affinity, and it's usually best to just Journey to Nowhere stuff if you've got access to white mana or the Kirtar, so that you're able to just keep them out of the yard and out of your life total. Hey, look at that. Oh, man. Well, we've got Omen, so I think the play here is we just play this, see if they've got Galvanic. I'm sure they do. we can get it back. Hello. Okay. We can play a little reckless with having Omen of the Dead in our hand. And if they don't bolt it, we just win. I'm pretty sure they're going to bolt it. They just thought cast, and everybody knows Affinity always has like 10 Galvanic Blasts in their opening hand, right? Boop-a-doo. The Midnight God. Oh, just hit it already. All right. That's a problem. Alrighty. We can go for this. I mean, he's got the Clark combo, so that part's a wee bit scary. This is actually fine. As long as we're out of Metallic Rebuke range. And a lot of times, pilots, they're a lot better than most, but sometimes they'll accidentally trip it for one, and then you're fine. But problem here is we do lose our combo. We've got ways to get it back, though. Custodi Squire. And that will trip there. Okay. Down it goes. I'll make this a swamp. Before their counter magic shows up, bring this back. Here we go. Oh, okay. Good to know. He took it to a tournament. If all of his opponents were me, he probably would have 5-0'd, because I tell you, it's always got my number. I take that back. I think I was playing that red list from last week and just kind of, bullied him right off the board one game, but every other time has been that way. So first time cheddar, Lauside 25. Yes. Awesome. Thank you for chiming in for the first time. Let's see what we can see. There we go. Whoop. We got protection now. Where was he last turn, right? We'll bring out the spy. The guard. Got protection here. Probably trip that Omen to go look for parts of the combo if we can find them, but all right, I'll try to keep this alive. Hopefully it lives through a few. They don't have many more. Got that Vinzer's Vehicle song on my mind. Little fight the man of many voices. I think he's in all our commercials today. It's a Little Fight loaded propaganda. Alrighty. Let's play this. I'll turn this into a swamp. Could do this EOT, I guess, but I kind of want to roll now. I'll scry. See what's coming up in our future. Custodi Squire, that's going to be very helpful. I'll say bottom and top. Ding. Let's roll through with this. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be able to get back Presence or Omen, but I'm going to go for Presence. Yeah, a lot of my previous versions of this would use like Battle Screech engines on the side and kind of have a 50-50 attack strategy. This one, just been trying to focus on just kind of going all in, but I knew going into this though that I don't stream too well with these kind of lists. Awesome if I could do what I did on Tuesday and go like, I think it was 5-1 on that day, but we are up against it. We can block the might, but that's about it. All right, Squire, do your thing. Prismatic's not going to help much except against another Galvanic Blast here. I got the counter. All right, we're just going to go to the next game. Prismatic's not going to be too good, except against, their sweepers. So you don't want to lose it all together, but all right. Let me regroup. I'll be right back right after this.
Everything was going great for Ned Eastman. The perfect wife.
You're the perfect wife.
The perfect job.
Gosh, I have the perfect job.
But he had one dark secret.
I never ever want to see another physician, ever.
Your only hope is to ingest one specific fruit every 24 hours. Or I can guarantee I will be seeing you. No!
Coming this summer.
You can't keep me away! You can't keep me away!
An emperor a day.
Looks pretty great, right?
I don't know, Scott. I mean, it seems like the writers had a title first and then worked backwards from there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Reggie. I mean, it's a great title, great plot, interesting character, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to disagree. But what we can both agree on is that this next movie I'm in is going to be pretty awesome.
After not having made the basketball playoffs in over 50 years, the Wilson High School Devils fought their way to the championship game when their star player was injured.
Now, Jimmy here, he gave his all in the first half. And we are going to honor his sacrifice. To Jimmy!
They might not have had vision,
No, actually, Jimmy, you already... Okay, if you need to do that one too.
but they had a lot of heart. There's no I in team.
And we're back. I'm going to cut that one short here. And let's see what we can pull off. Let me go. We'll lead off with the bridge. Hopefully turn this ship around. Hopefully no more quitters. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. We'll lead off with Compass here. Don't want to stultify mana. We'll work on that next turn, be able to bounce the Compass back, get up to 26 life if things keep going this route. Eye for an eye. There you go. I should have put it in that frame, Nim Chimpskey. You're right. That would have been a better call, but let's be a little bit more on the spot. Looks like some sort of Pestilence list, which is wonderful when you're making 1,000 right? Cool. I don't think I want to do that yet. Yeah, I do. We'll do this first. See what we get. We don't get nothing, but that's also 5 cards that I'm going to lean on Skyfisher for the big butt. Having 3 of those is pretty awesome. We'll bring this out. Go like this. That was a cool Orzhov build that I ran into. I think I saw it in the 5.0s too, that just had no Pestilence. It looked totally like that stock list, but man, it was just the grindiest thing ever. It's really cool. I saved it somewhere. All right. Come on, something. Well, this is intriguing. Let's... I guess we could Skyfisher, bring back the land, play this, play the other one. Skyfisher is always so helpful when you're stuck on 3 land and you want to play it like it's 4. Sure. Play this. Actually, let's play out double Skyfisher. What's he got? Okay. Doing. Skyfisher down. really want to do is find a way for that that blacklist with green. That I know, Cooper, you played it a few times on your channel, and I've had a lot of fun with it too. Every time I took it to a league, I would just run into Affinity, and that's one list it doesn't seem to do too good against. He's like, when is this going to stop? There are too many. And back. I want to see what is going. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I'm just the big difference here. I mean, we've hit one commune, but I usually see a lot more action early with those green sorceries that I have. Let you go dig for it, and I've missed on I think every one of them so far. So that'd be quite a failure of a show after doing so well on the Pauper Classic, and then if I show up here, don't win, and the combo doesn't even show up, be like, gone what? Gone is gone. That is quite a bit of removal. Come on, Omen. Good news is we might be able to keep our combo alive, right? Speaking of combo, boink. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. Come on, tap out. I really wish that was a bodyguard. Of course, we've seen an edict already, so. No shortage of life, that's for sure. I had the win last night in a game, but I didn't realize that I was about to get trapped via the initiative. I had the combo, made like 40 tokens, felt about this big mentally. I was like, oh no. I was like, I just wasted like 2 minutes making all these tokens and I'm dead because I didn't have a Soul Warden out, and I was at exactly, I think, 4 or 5 life, and it's like, oops. Well, that sucks. Well, let's see. This figure doesn't do it. Tragic Slip, maybe, if they're able to kill their own thing. Or what's that? Soul something around? Soul Reap. Oh, yeah, cool. We're going to win. There's no swamp over there, so we don't have to worry about Snuff Out. Sometimes you're up against it like that. And what's cool with the Navigator's Compass, you can just play these out when this happens. So we got it, sir. Are they really going to make us do this dance? Maybe they have Pestilence. And okay. Dink. I do think that's kind of that mid-rangey one. I don't know. Always feels weird if they don't have Pestilence. So we'll bring in the Cleric. Seems to be kind of a theme here. This might be neat in response to something. But all it's going to do is take down a Guardian, which might be enough. But we didn't really see any gates, so I'm not too worried about that. I think we could probably lose one of these. I think I'll bring in 2 journeys. Let me try this. I've noticed too a lot of times with this list, I almost just treat Prismatic as lands, even when it doesn't seem like it's going to be that good, like against Affinity or something. That's when the final activation of Clark Can, you can trip it for that 1 protection from red, or a timely Galvanic Blast, and plus you're turning over stuff in your graveyard, and it's just always relevant. Well, this hand kind of blows. Been flooded all day. Now we're screwed. We're going to mulligan after double checking. We like this. We're almost there. Bit late gamey, but Navigator's Compass sure feels good. It's a good testament to any card when it just feels good. When you draw your 7, even on a test, not even in a game, you just look at your opening hand, you're like, oh yeah. It's like, make note of those, those moods. There's ever that card in your list where you're like, it's like, well, just get rid of it. I'd really like to turn can't do that unless I top deck that. We'll play honest. I know I always say that. I just a long time ago, some article, I think in Inquest or something, and they called some I think it was like some really basic stompy list that was winning extended at the time or something, and they just said it's a very honest list. It's just LSV called one of my lists that I had a Gruul land destruction list like 8 or 9 years ago, and he wrote a little thing about it, and he used the word honest on that one too, because it was just like, this is what I'm trying to do. A lot of basics, some elves, some stone rains, good times. I think a Blaster Durham or something. I'll have to find that old article. That was trip down memory lane. All right, there's a lot of omens in our future. I guess we'll make everything right. I'll bring out the compass, and I'll trip the omen. I mean, I'll trip the Barrens. I mean, I'm just gonna get a plains with it because we've got the compass. Might be folly if they do have some sort of a artifact. It's where I sit and duck right now to dust to dust. So actually, I think I'm gonna get a swamp. Let's do that. Play it real safe. Of course, that will negate that. Actually, I'm gonna go with plains still, because if they do have that, then we're locked out of white, and that ain't right. Omen's a little late. Here we go. I think they're going to be a little less reckless with their removal, given what we did the first game. Alrighty, let's just bring out the Skyfisher plan. I'll return this, and we'll play this. Omen and Skyfisher, made for each other. Okay, there goes your turn. Yeah, if red wasn't so red hot right now, I definitely would just be running the full set of Dawnbringer Clerics. So at the very top of the show, we had the Dawnbringer Coffee Slate. Always fun times. Okay, let's get back some goods here. We'll say swamp. We'll go like this. Bring back Skyfisher. Hi there. Do this. And since we have a Skyfisher out, I'll pull this. I'll actually bring this back, even though I've got one already, but I'm just going for the life here. I'll start doing the Omen dance after this one's dead to probably cast down number 19. Yeah, it has quite a bit of holding power to find the combo. That's kind of the design aspect of it, but beautiful swamps. Always look like fingers. I like how the little subtlety there. Yep, that was in the last build I had. I was always finding, instead of drawing the card, I was wanting to go with either finding life critters, and I was just spread a little too thin on it. It's obviously an awesome option. I dabbled with just a few, all four. That's an awesome interaction. You can just keep drawing one card. All right, I like this a lot. We got a bodyguard. Do I bring out the dude? He's tapped out. And we have an omen. I'm going to do it. Bring it out. We can protect it from something, meaning like a cast down, but that's about it. We got a kind of a scary board. I mean, they might assume that we've got the combo on hand and we've got a bodyguard back up here. If an edict happens, I think the right call is probably to ditch Skyfisher, but boy, if they follow it up with a bog, we're going to really be regretting it. Omen is so much card. I can't believe it has flash and, you know, that synergy with any sort of bounce mechanic, and then And then that final thing, it's like, oh, and then do this if you're tired of looking at it, which you would get tired of it. That's beautiful. Love how peaceful that face is, just like kind of the death mask. Are we getting met with a cast down? What's going down? It'd be so funny if we just top deck the combo. Our opponent would probably be on tilt, be like, what the? We're doing 0 damage. How cool would it be if Navigator's Compass could target any land? You just on upkeep. I'm gonna make that a whatever. Yeah. I think I'm gonna play Compass Trip Omen, and then at the end of their turn. No, I'm not too worried about it. Ashes to ash, or dust to dust if they have it. You had a version that ran 3 omens at one point, but yeah, Abundant Growth's a very, very good call. Like I said, it lived in this list for about the last 3 years. I just kind of kept taking it out. What do I need? What do I need? And at the time, I think I was running into a lot of red decks, and I'm like, you know what? I need some more consistency and early life gain on top of the critters that already do it. And that Compass just, I love seeing it every time. So I went with like a 2-2 split at the first iteration, then a 3-1, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just always preferring this over the one draw. There it is. All right. Well, good news is we've got really big backside critters. So we'll grab a swamp here. That'd be funny. We pull off a counter spell. We're like, island, counter. Yeehaw. Yeah, swamp. I like how it remembers your last one. Finally some updates that make sense, right? Let's see what we can get. Maybe we find a Dawnbringer. More of the same. But we're going to need a Skyfisher in our hand. So I'll say a bottom. I guess we'll say top here. We're going to be able to get back our stuff. He's going to have to kind of wipe the board and play around Bodyguard. Unless they want to trip it for 1 here. Our critters are pretty tough too. Wow. 3 games in. Okay. Yeah, not much we can got rolling here, do we? Considering a... No, let's just pass. Very grindy game here. Anti-combo versus combo. 1 to each. What on earth? Oh, gun combo. Yeah, we got squished by one land spy round 1. And we had a quitter round 2. And now we're up a game against Pestilence, which doesn't bode well for us since we're trying to make 1,000 little 1/1s. But Pauper Tim, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for chiming in. There's one. I don't think they're going to win us on the life race here. They're going to stuff a initiative critter after they zap here. I don't. Never mind. We don't really have any outs here. Okay. Don't be a bazooka bog. It is. So what do we value here? Instant speed answer. God, Omen is so good. I'll do this on swamp. And I guess I'm going to get back. I guess we get back Bodyguard because we've got a Skyfisher here. I mean, Midnight Guard. I'm Wiki Bear. Oh, thank you, Quadrachalk. Yeah, I edit commercials and movie trailers and such for a living, so expect top notch. Put two things I love together and you get propaganda, right? But thanks for the props. I appreciate it. And I love hearing that you're going back in time. That's from day one. I was all quality all the time. That's a strange interaction. An overseer with pestilence. Quadratic Hawk. We've actually got a Rorschach test with Squadron Hawk. I'll make sure to play that in a little bit. Okay. More life. Well, I don't think I'll complain about that. Let's get our air patrol on the ground. Dink. We'll bring back Omen. We'll play this. Staying way ahead on life, which is very important. Sometimes pestilence grinds you down, and they weren't counting on somebody running this much life gain as our missionary sits back and does his Billy Idol impression. My son went to the local store last night to compete again, and they had some pioneer event, and so modern didn't fire, so it was a big U-turn. 1 hour trip to the exact same spot. Boink. Alrighty. Skyfish down. Hopefully none of our viewers are from the Florida area. Here in the States, just got walloped with one of the worst hurricanes, tornado combos in history. Brutal. All right, we're going to see as a opponent which one this is, right? Votes for Kor Skyfisher. Well, so will I. Now, where's it? Ah, I see. See, it says one vote. Thank you, chat. I learned something today. You think it should glow. That would be a lot better interface so people don't fall for the shenanigans. Okay. It's pretty obvious what our game plan here is. Bloop. Swamp. EOT goodness. Yep. Bring it on back. Our stuff will always live. Always attack. Boom. I could do that, but that'd be kind of folly, right? I'll wait till they need the life. We will be taking 3 a turn here, but they will have to... No, they're going to have their Skyfisher back and biding our time. We really need to find a Dawnbringer. I think we have 2. Where is it at? Point. Yeah, we boarded in the others. This next game, I might actually go a little... Might bring in some Kirtar's Desires to keep stuff out of their yard. I could just block here and keep bringing our dude back, but I'll let it through. Yeah, it's kind of my conceit to Kiln Fiend and a lot of, the fast decks out there. You want Journey and I didn't want to go to 3 mana for a ring. Keep stuff out of the yard, and a lot of the like Talarian Terror and stuff. It's really nasty to just pay 3 mana and get rid of that thing. Okay, our graveyard is off. The Bog combo is not too good against us with this little mini engine we've got. Oh, that's nasty. We're going to get outvalued here if we don't draw some quality soon. As all their stuff keeps coming back. We have a Squire engine too. We just haven't found it. Inspiring Overseer. Inspiring Overseer it is. We're 2 minutes down. This is the exact kind of list I didn't want to run up against, obviously being that it's perfect against as Pestilence, but it's so mid-rangey. Went through almost 3 games in the first, and now this one will probably take like an hour. But sometimes, I even have to admit, sometimes I'll be watching Cooper the Red or Snap Bolt or Chid or something, and I'll see a really long match, and I'm actually you get kind of drawn in depending if everything's working well. Alrighty. Come on, come on, come on. We'll just bring this dude out for the life. Yeah, we've got 2, or do we have 3 Dawnbringer Clerics? I believe we've got 1 main, 1 on the side. So yeah, we have 2 that we're looking for at the moment. Down it comes. Interesting play. All right. Got a chainer right behind it. Another edict. Fall from the weatherlight. Thank you, Nim Chimpskey. I don't know if they think they're catching us sleeping or what. Might work some days. But not today. Swamp. Gon' get. Did you forget about me? I'm the Omen of repetitiveness. Oh. Okay, nice play. We can't trip it. He can destroy it. That's what we need to draw. It's a race to the cleric. Watch we get a Custodi Squire and just get it back. That'd be optimal. And one of these days, I really want to make Midnight Guard with a Deadly Dispute style engine, so I can just count on just drawing a whole lot of stuff here. Well, that kind of blows, doesn't it? Not sure the play here. I think we... I mean, they can just kill the damn thing. We need some... Now I feel like I wish I had an abundant growth instead of this life gain, so... Our card draw is represented in Commune and being able to pull stuff out of our graveyard. Problem is we haven't hit any of our 8 cards that do that. I think they kind of have us wrapped up here. Bring this out for some defense. I guess we pull back one of these for some life. We'll use one of our both bogs are down. We've seen 2 basilicas, so I think I'll play a defensive prismatic here just to get it in the yard and hope we hit something. Our Midnight Combo's not going to go anywhere. I like keeping the threat of it alive for game 3. Look at me, I'm already conceding that we're going to scoop this one. Getting close. Yeah, normally I don't really like the card Vessel of Nascency, but in this list I've really liked it. Yikes. Okay. There goes our critter. They have shut off our engine. Skillfully so with that well-timed Dawnbringer there. That was cool. Can't really have played it any differently, though. Let's Strands. Don't worry. I'm not going to let this drag out too much longer. See what we draw. I mean, we've got the combo in hand, but, you know, with Pestilence being out and all this removal we've seen. Well, you come to the right place. Grimpy Jimpy. Thank you for chiming in, my friend. Yeah, we're just dead meat. Let's go to game 3. I don't know where our darn Dawnbringers. Third Dawnbringer. At least for today. Second you do that and you switch it off, then you run into nothing but solid burn and you just want it to be life gain, life gain, life gain. I'm going to lose part of our combo. I'm not too worried about this. These are super weak. We got 2 of these. I'm going to lose these. We got 4 spots opened up. Kirtar's Desire. Yeah. I won't be able to attack. I'll bring in, we'll lean on Journeys a little bit more here. And go from there. Bring in the Scrounger. Let's rock. Guitar's Desire. Giving me more ideas for commercials. He is indeed the same, Cooper the Red. The infamous jockey to this channel. Yeah, I want to play first. Hey, boy. Asking you shall receive, huh? Kind of a weird hand otherwise, though, isn't it? I don't really know if we keep this one, guys. Got kind of slow interaction here. Don't want to play any of these 3 critters. We don't have any parts of our combo. I know we took some of them away, but I'm going to mulligan this. Okay, now we've got some options. We'll keep here. Keep this. Mana's all right. We won't need this for quite a while. Mostly done. Plus, we like to turn stuff over, not the other way around. I don't know if this is really beneficial here. Let's just try to really jam our combo straight out of the gates. If we can find it, we find it. We are running up against Pestilence and Bajuga Bog, so glad we have 10 minutes. All right. Something tells me whatever we put out is going to die. Die a horrible death. But it won't be this turn. Maybe next. Grind, grind, grind. Here we go, Cooper. Ready? Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper outing. I was too busy with that to do what I was going to do. Let me cycle here. Swam. Wow, the sun really busted out all of a sudden. The jockey of dead weight. Come on, come on. Lack of black like that. Oh, did they have like dust to dust? And they're like, wait a minute. I thought I saw more artifacts last game. Almost screwed up again. But I didn't. Whole lot of junk. I guess we get back Compass so we have some interaction. Definitely don't need any of these bridges. I mean, that's really kind of the only choice here. Boop. Oh yeah, Blackburn's probably one of my favorite lists of the last few years. There we go. There we go. Let's use this up first. See what we hit. Really don't want to see a bog show up here. Okay, well there's part of our little dealio. But we lose 2 removals, but we can get them back if bog doesn't show up and our Lady of the Sky does. She Wondering what the hell I'm talking about? I'm talking about Custodi Squire. I'll give you one artifact. Now, do we play the bodyguard? I think we do. We've got 2. Represents something on the board. If they want to use a removal spell on this, that's fine. Are you serious? Oh my god. The Mega Left Silicon Valley. Thank you, Nim Chimpskey. Appreciate it. I think the word theremin's hurtful. No. All right, I'll call white because I know you're going to attack. Bloop. Look at that value. What are we losing? Not much. We're down a journey. I don't think it was that brutal. We got what we need in our hand. They got a journey out of the deal. Come on, come on, come on. We did draw a lot, but must stay disciplined. Stay back. Yeah, not gonna lie, when you're playing this style and you see Orzhov across from you, you're like, oops, happy we got the first game. I don't know if it's gonna bode well for us here. 2-4 out. Bog's coming back. Nope. Must have a cast down in hand to pull an edict off of a bodyguard there. This version's a little more combo or bust. But yeah, I've done it all. I've played this list for years. All right, let's hope. Every time I've done that, almost 99% of the time, the very next draw is Midnight Guard, and then it's terrible. Now, if I've got 2 or 3 in hand, then sure, I'll use it to kind of bait removal on something I don't need. Oh boy. Yeah, this is brutal. At least we don't have the combo on it, and we're losing that. Obviously, I got to sack Bodyguard. If you sack the Bodyguard, give him protection, then that's still on the stack, and you lose them both. But I'm sure we're going to be met with a cast down here. Yep. All right. Well, how cool would it be to just draw an Omen naturally right now? Ouch. Now that one is brutal. Okay. Well, I'm about to drop that Dawnbringer just to get rid of those 2 edicts at this stage. Yeah, I think that's the right play. Not the greatest, but whatever. I like that. First, we'll do this. Because we only get... I was mistaking the 2 life with... I was thinking that was an ability to get 2 cards. There is not. But we will grab a Skyfisher out of the deal. Turn off this Air Assault. Make no mistake, I don't think we're going to get out of this one. Things have got to turn really right. Yeah, there's quite a few combos. I mean, you can even count the, what's the blue millstone creature that sometimes familiars will beat you with. That's technically combo 2. And there was a 1-land spy combo that we lost to round 1, which is beautiful. And yes, I thought about Crystallize for Gate/Guardian decks. But again, in my experience, I was beating Gate lists and not beating a lot of the low to the ground red ones, and so that's why my sideboard's adjusted. But of course, when you do that, you never face those decks again. Burn goes in those cycles where there'll be like a week and a half of just, oh my God, everybody's playing this. And then everybody starts, getting all the life gain back, everything back. And then, kind of quashes the numbers. And then about 3 weeks of being quiet. And then it comes up again and it's like 3 in the top 8 or something like that. Good times. We need help. A lot of help. Our graveyard's gone. This will help a little bit. And if you look closely, we can trip it. And I will do it. 1 edict in the yard. We've only got 1 more cleric. Because ours is in exile, having a vacation. Sipping some gin and tonics. DJINN. Not the best beach drink. But the drink for me, nonetheless. I'm a fan of gin and ginger, meaning I like these little ginger cubes I throw in my glass, and they dissolve very nicely. I'll do this right now. We will call Forest. So we've only got 1, so let's make it 2. Custodi Squire, nice of you to join us. That's a really good, I would say top deck, but we looked at 4 cards, so that's pretty easy to go with. Bloop. Yay. All right. Well, I'll target the Skyfish. They're going to be able to kill it. Oh, in response. That's cool. I will say creature. How about Squire? That'd be pretty funny, right? We have enough time to really play these shenanigans, though. Yeah, I'll say Squire. Yeah, that was interesting. Kind of a time walk. At least we got rid of a removal spell. The interaction I haven't seen happen before, and that's rare. Ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-bum. We're getting down. We're getting beep-bitty-bitty. I will say creature. We will say vessel. We will pass and probably lose. Vanilla dropkick, nice. That sounds like a waste builder, though. A lot of these alcohols, if you start adding a lot of sugars and stuff, you can really pack on the pounds. My favorite's just some vodka with 90% water and one of those little ginger cubes. I call it Stardust because then they start floating around and it looks like a little galaxy in there. My own drink. Here in the States, Trader Joe's has these, it's almost like an ice cube tray, but they're these little 1 by 1 centimeter inch, or centimeter inch. What does that even mean? Centimeter ginger cubes that are frozen, so it's like an ice cube. It's a really cool little combo. Yeah, if you play me late at night, at least here in the States, and I'm making very questionable moves, I'm usually on a few too many of those, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see if we can trip over something that matters here. Vessel, help us out. Hey, that's kind of cool. Oh, man, Omen's nice, too. Jeez. Yeah, I'll take Omen. Okay. I'll play the land. I'll play the Omen. I'll get back a cleric. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Now we can play... do we play this? Yeah, we'll play this on the other cleric. Destroy an enchantment. Boink. Okay. And then we'll say, My life's getting precariously low. We'll nab this. Bring this back. Bring this back. We've got 4 turns. A metric inch. I am not watching my time. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chatting too much and having a good time with the chat. Ouch! Down it comes again. I've increased our clock a little bit, but Omen's going to have nothing to say about that. The Squire engine's just going to take too long, isn't it? You know, they're just sitting on Pestilence, waiting for us to try to go kind of all in. Got 3 minutes to do it. It's going to be a while. Bog coming back. All right, that makes... Definitely want to go grab... well, Squire's not going to do too much if our graveyard's empty. It's just a big fat 3/3, right? Might be better to just grab Compass. Well, I can't do that. I mean, with the Squire. Gain some life. I think that might be the rollout here. Let's drop this. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do this little dance here. I'm gonna grab the compass here for life. Give us a few more turns. Not that our clock has much to say about that. And away we go. Glad I got rid of that chainers, because they could have really whittled us down here and then dropped the bog. Yeah, I have a Pestilence Cemetery Gate. Fun little build. I'm always trying to go monocolor with everything. I have a mono black Tortured Existence engine that's pretty decent. I mean, it has Golgari brown scales, but just for the life gain and such. Does he got us? 1, 2, 3, 4? Almost. Just kill everything though. Well, it's been fun, folks, but my first prediction is right. It's pretty hard to beat a Pestilence list when you're trying to go wide. Funny to just pack like one Chainer's Edict. That's not a bad idea. It's probably better to just go with, if those are a problem in the future or moving forward, the metagame does that, then you go with something like Crystallization. If you could bring that up in chat for people who don't really know that card all that well. Good times. Alrighty, I'll give it no more turns. Wah, wah, wah. I'm going to go to a cool little foreign superheroes courtesy of the Conan O'Brien Show, and I'll be back after some more coffee for whatever round that is. Woo!
First up, from Bogota, Colombia. He fights crime all day and all night and somehow never gets tired. It's Captain South America. Give him a hand. Up next, he's an incredibly even-tempered guy who flies into fits of rage whenever he's assembling IKEA furniture. It's the Swedish Hulk.
Hulk smashing!
Our next superhero is from the Middle East, and her power is her incredible amount of freedom in a very closed society. She has the ability to drive a car all by herself without a male chaperone. It's the Saudi Black Widow. Look at that. She's got a valid driver's license. That's hard to do. Next, with Greece on the brink of bankruptcy, they need a hero now more than ever. It's the Greek god whose power is the ability to make all money worthless. Say hello to not doing so well, Zeus.
Clogged pipes and plugged up toilets can bring a busy family to its knees. At Stinkweed, we know and understand you and your family just don't have time for that. Stinkweed, fast, professional plumbing you can count on. Call 2 in a black, DREDGE 5. That's 2 in a black, DREDGE 5.
I was brought to my knees, but Stinkweed dredged my pipes.
This picture business is tougher to get into than I figured. Don't worry. A bad beginning is a good ending. Certainly. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
And that's the theme today. First you don't succeed, keep on sucking until you do succeed. Yeah, I want to play first. Let's go. Woo! Lot of life. No combo in sight. We'll keep. Everything's feeling good. I don't know why I got the Mario theme on my mind. I haven't played that game in ages. But boy, when I did play it, I played it for ages. Opponent is thinking. Lead off with the Warden. Hopefully this is burn with a hand like this, right? There's the Squire. We'll do our impression of a white weenie aggro here. Not sure what we're up against, but let's represent some sort of a board state threat here. And attack. I got a white lightning bolt coming every turn. Hit Coalition Honor Guard. I still remember there was a time when I had some sort of a ramp build. I think it was a Celestia build, and having one of those out against burn was so mean because they had to invest 2 removal spells to get rid of it. That's if you didn't have Bodyguard. Excuse me. Beautiful land. Mini version of the Foal. Ooh. Haven't seen a mongoose build in quite a while. The way our luck's running today, this will be the time it works. The cleric's going to be doing some work on that. Shall we? We shall. Let's buy time. He's probably thinking we're just getting rid of, or gaining every life card there is. We kind of are. I'm going to attack into this. Let's go. No tricks. You want to trade? Saw a cool new show on Disney that had a new animal show by that Benedict Cumberbatch. He did the voiceover for it. And they had a thing about mongoose helping out warthogs. It's really cool. They don't speak the same language or anything. Actually, mongooses have the most complicated mammal language other than us in existence. Little chitterings. But anyway, there's a few places in, I think it's Uganda, where the warthogs just kind of do this little kneeling sort of submission move, and the mongoose come up and they're kind of measuring, and then they roll over, and they can't get to certain like parasites and ticks and stuff, and the mongoose can, and they just jump up on them and clean them, and they just chill out and relax, and pretty cool relationship. Mongoose. The goose is loose. I want something to die so our squire can do something. Never a dead card. Let's go. Attack. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. And the show also revealed, at least I think in the first episode, that flying squirrels, at least here in North America, are luminescent. They actually are glow in the dark underneath. Very trippy. They just found that out. That was cool because, a lot of cutting edge new research and discoveries on certain creature X or whatever that literally just came out. I think it debuted like 2 weeks ago or something. I think it's called Unnatural or some play on words. Ooh, there goes our attacking. It's not going to be the mongoose that kills us. It'll probably be the mandrills. See if we can get something back here. Do I just smash into this thing and then squire back whatever dies? Might be kind of fun, huh? This'll put the fear into him. Hiya! Let's do it. We're the aggro, sucker. Whoosh. Bye-bye, missionary. there might have been something on mandrills. I haven't finished it. It's quite the show. Cool. Unless we run into a counterspell here, which is very probable. I don't know why you'd be running blue otherwise, but we're going to dance with the devil. Counterspell. Ouch. There goes our plan. Come on, top deck. Anything like green searches to go get an omen to start this train all up over again. Kind of weird. Delve with threshold. I guess you just play whatever shows up, right? Something good. That's pretty good. Sure. Let's do this. We'll get a little bit of air power here. They have another one? Wow. All right. I think we'll keep our card a little bit of a mystery here. I'm not that wantonly reckless. A little over verbiage there. Anybody in the chat from the Florida area? Probably not, because their electricity's out. Or maybe you evacuated and are, what do you call, healing through digital escapism via watching somebody on Twitch. Who knows? Yeah, all right. Our man is all right. Really just want to, like I said, find one of our green search engines or the Omen, start this train up again. So the one kind of list where our combo would probably just naturally hit and work, but I kept kind of a aggro weenie hand, hoping to draw into it, but so far not so good. The Terror! I'll call this, gosh, what is this? Man. Simic Terror. Come on in now. It's a point of a mandrill if you're not going to attack with the thing. Giving me way too much respect. Something good. Not that. Son of a gun. Not the time I want to be drawn dead. It seems to be fighting itself a lot. But it got 9 power on board. We're sitting here drawing lands. Nine. Hoo-wee. Just take it. Can't take too many more of those. And another one. Something good, not a land. Shouldn't have said anything. You know what the deck was going to hand me when I said it, right? All right. Well, instead of taking 14, we could just take 1. Lose our cleric, and that's if they don't have counterspell number 3 and 4 in hand. Yeah, it looks counterintuitive at first. I agree with you, Cooper the Red. It might be one of those things where you're just like, hey, you know, I'll just play what I draw or determine the value afterwards. It is pretty terrifying, especially because we keep drawing lands. I think we'll just go to 20 here. I know they just brainstormed. I think I'm going to take another hit. I'll take 9 here. Our deck's not doing us any favors. Come on, not a land. Yeah, I want to prismatic this turn. Or do I? 14 damage. Let's attack. Very flooded. And when we're not drawing lands, we're drawing compasses, which have a nice upside in keeping us alive, but not against 5/5s. This gets countered. This will be painful. Kind of stuck doing this. Blue. If our combo shows up, we can just block those for infinity. Yeah, that's another reason I was hesitant about playing this list, because historically, whenever I bring a Gone list onto a stream, I do really poorly with it. I don't know if it's a streaming thing or what, but I think it requires a lot more. And then there's hands like these. All right. Let's go to game 2. But if you want proof, go back to the Pauper Classic Tuesday. You see me in the top 3. All right, this is exactly what we're looking for. Problem here is I kind of prefer these over Journey in this scenario. The problem here is we don't have the usual suspects of stuff we want to get rid of. Sometimes when I bring the whole package in, I end up losing my combo, but against this, I really want to keep our combo. I'll get rid of one of these. I don't think Dawnbringers are going to be doing too much here. They're eating their graveyard. 2 life. I don't think we're going to be seeing any enchantments that I'm too afraid of. I'll get rid of one of these and one of these. So far, like this. A lot of big critters. I would really like to fit in all of these. We could just go... Cut this down to 1. Don't want to lose Prismatic. It's never the right move. There's not much use of a bodyguard here. I think I can go down to like 2 bodyguards against a Simic list. I mean, there might be Snap, but... And bring in 2 more Journeys. 3 more. Let's do that. Buy us a lot of time. Get our combo going. Can't protect it as much, but we'll see. Ha! The young pyromancer. Yes. Okay, that's pretty cool. This feels like I'm not streaming when I get a hand like this. We'll keep here. Bridge playing Commune. Run for the hills. Maybe we should play Hooting Mandrills in this list, right? Repeat of last game. Let's hope not. There we go. Yeah, we'll commune here. Didn't want really that to happen, but we can at least keep things going with the Skyfisher. It's kind of like hitting a land if you squint very harshly. There it is. We're going to be seeing a circular logic on top of everything else. That'd be pretty weird, huh? Oh, man. This is clunky. Can't really return this with any value with the Skyfisher. I got to get something out, though. I'll get this. Turn this. Play it. I wish that was a forest. Well, we milled away 3 of our lands. I've thought about playing that card a lot. Remember how we've been flooded every game? It'd be nice if it showed up a little bit here. If you just look in the comments, that was the last comment. Flooded. Land, please. Alrighty, Dick. I've about had it with you. We'll bring this out. I'll just do a setup turn here. Bring this out. I'm going to probably trip that vessel for a land. I've only done that like once or twice in the history of playing with Vessel, but it is flexible. Normally not a good quality card engine, but with a list that really leans on the graveyard like ours does, it is kind of like a card advantage. Plus you can find it with Commune if you need. Yeah, it could be some sort of realtor, Nim Chimpskey. Land broker. Gut shot. Okay. Threshold this turn, or did they? They got some cool little trick. Gotta have something, right? Huh. Well, whatever we play is probably gonna get countered here. Ah, man, it's just like a finding water or something. Man, I don't want to walk into a counter spell. Attack first. Monk Idealist. For sure. I guess we just put Prismatic in the RDOT or this. I'm just going to pass here. Just know our opponent got a hard counter in hand, and I don't want our Midnight Guard to be. Okay. Why didn't do that? Yeah, definitely. It's the only reason why that one I've turned into a 3/3 last turn. They obviously had the cantrip in hand. It's because they do have counterspell. So we're going to have to goad them into playing it so that we can get our Midnight Guard down. Aether Burst. Well, that's a strange sequence. Makes a lot of sense in that list, though. When I first started playing Pauper, I was trying to make a lot of Aether Burst lists. Good little removal, though. Just really wanted to get him to play this the counterspell. Getting nervous. Feels like this one's already slipping away. Say green. Well, I could play Skyfisher, Return of Plains, play Commune. That's probably the best line so far, depending on what we see. That's good too. Let me Commune here. Alrighty. Well, our little mongoose friend has Shroud, so that's out of the question. Considering Midnight Guard, just because I think one will get countered, and right now we don't really have other ways around this, so let me grab the Guard. I'll play the Skyfisher. I'll probably get countered. Neat scenario though, showing them the Guard, and yep. My hunch was correct. Where's the meat here, man? Gotta get a white creature out. Just give us a land. No. Seems to be a theme with me. Whatever I want, the deck doesn't give. Got a counter. Probably just have an Aether Burst here. Might as well play this. Just need some damn forests. Aether Burst. Nope. One of the reasons I'm not running Dust to Dust is against Affinity 2. It's kind of the similar game plan as with Terrors. You just bring in a lot of Journeys and those Kirtars and keep them out of the graveyard and off the battlefield, so to speak. And all right, let's call. I don't know if we should do this yet. That is half our life. Yeah, maybe they're counter happy. I don't know. We'll call blue. Come on, let's just give me the top deck Gond. But we've already seen Counterspell and Aether Burst. They're representing that they've got it. All right. I think we trip the Vessel for a land and then play Kirtar's Desire, probably into a Counterspell and to stay alive. Let's trip this. Okay, I guess we have to take the Ash Barrens here. Good news is Prismatic shows up. Okay. Yeah, that's why we're playing Kirtar's. Boop. Problem here is Aether Burst is good here too. Nabs our dude and brings his guy back. Alrighty. But if you look closely, we threw a Strands in the yard, so that feels a little okay. God, where are our Gonds hiding? Halfway through our list. Hey, we Gonding tonight. We're trying to, Ariane. Like I said, I have had a... Now this is going to turn color, so I need to do this real quick here. Historically, when I play this competitively, I do good with it, and when I stream with it, I have really bad outings. Legitimate business person. Bet you didn't see it. You'd see that. I could see him as a legitimate business person. He's a bit overdressed. Well, at least I got a blocker now. We've got the other one in our hand. Crunch. What is this new devilry? All right, we've got an option here. Oh man, a bodyguard would be cool. I could say pro white or pro blue. Better be careful. I'm gonna hypnotize myself. Ah, that's a welcomed view. All right, let's commune. What are we getting? There's Gond. At this stage, we almost need everything now. I say we go for the win or we go for defense. I'm going to go for the win. We've got a good blocker at least. Yep, that's exactly what the 4 I just had no game against him. And used to be the the one life land, but not anymore. I mean, it's not overly defensive with the list. I'm just despite the record today, it wins quite a bit. But we've been either flooded or screwed or both. If that makes any sense. The combo's kind of been hiding from us in games we need it, and games we don't need it. It shows up in droves. All right, do they have it or not? They know we have it. So if this is a deep analysis, nope. The good news is we've got prismatic backup. Probably have to call green on this next swing back, right? And there's also the blast we've got to worry about. Let's see. Do we get to play Mother May I? It works. Okay. They're going to burst it now, or they got... Watch, they have like Echoing Truth or something. Well, we've got enough blockers now. And prismatic backup. That feels pretty good. Why they just don't have 6. They must have some sort of interaction here, or they've just never seen this happen before. It's surprising how often I do this and people are like, whoa, I didn't know Pauper could do that. I'm like, yep. We got our, what was that called in Modern, or with like Kiki Jiki? I got to make enough to block in case they do counter strands. I mean, I can cast it again with the guard, but I don't want to be doing that. I want to be creating tokens EOT. Okay. Move this stack to a more beneficial position. If you look closely, we almost are like even with blocks here if we just try to kill everything. I'll make about 5 more and then I'll pass. Don't want to use up too much clock here. I'm really surprised that stuck. That we were just going to have to lean on strands and trying to find it again. Birthing Pod, that's, yeah, we're Kiki Jiki. No, it wasn't that either. It was, it's right on the edge of it. What was that blue creature that acted just like it? I forget. Would have been nice to have a Soul Warden out at this point, but oh well. SplinterTwin, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, SplinterTwin and Pauper. Okay. We throw out a Strands. That's nice. This is not a good list to try to throw stuff in my graveyard. That's what I'm trying to do. Despite all this activation, we're a minute up. Well, that's a problem. Let's make some more guys. What's the other one targeting? Oh, just a token? Okay. Now, what should we call on this? Green? Yeah, I'll call green. Even though our guys are kind of green. Echoing Truth. Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. Glad I called green. What a 1-2 punch. Way to find it. Now, if we had a gut shot or something, we could have targeted the one thing that he hit, but oh well. We're still alive. Oof. Yeah, it's been that kind of day. But we're still alive. We have 2 Strands in the yard. That's pretty cool. Get out our combo. Doink. Oopsie. What am I talking about? Let's get out our combo. Let's play this. That's fine. We'll bring back this. Tap this for this. Do we even have a swamp? We don't. We need a forest though. There we go. Off you go. Not a card you see all that much of anymore, Echoing Truth, but boy, it's brutal when it happens. Keep in mind, though, if you've got a way to kill your own dude, it's awesome. Awesome defense. That's why, like, back in the I Empty the Warren days, I used to run lava darts back then with Kiln Fiend and Empty the Warrens, and I used to target my own tokens all the time. Midnight Guard on the stack. We're going to have to cast both of these just to stay alive. No, we can just call green and lose our Skyfisher. Block here. Call green. We're still alive. This is some work. Come on, Gond. Okay. They got an answer, we lose. Hey, we fought through the hate. No more echoing truths, I guess. That was a pretty fun game, but ooh boy, nerve-wracking when you cast into just a naked board like that. It seemed like they were trying to mill us, but I don't think it's worthy of bringing in a Scrounger here. A graveyard was a bit of a problem. Not really. I don't want to bring in Dawnbringers for Aether Burst. I think we're pretty well set. Bodyguard felt like I'd like to have my set back here. Prismatic showing the love. I'll get rid of a missionary. I'll just try to stay real low this time. Not much I can do about echoing truth. I mean, Bodyguard's going to help because we can call blue. Still able to fight through it. As you can see, if you can live long enough with this list, that inevitability of the Commune and the Vessel usually hits on what you need to find. And if it doesn't, you're throwing Prismatic in the yard, which buys you more time to do it. That's what I was trying to bring you guys today. But like I said, the deck always fights me when I stream with it. We'll keep this. Another honest hand. Our mana's all right, but I do like to gain life. And we will be drawing more mana, so I'll get rid of the swamp. Done. Both about even on time. Messed around with these and gone builds in the past too. Prismatic showing up. Don't really need you, sir, but thank you for showing. Let's do this. Let's make our yards a little smaller. Man is right. Life is right. I like the comments. It's ouch, oof, epic. It's a nice sequence. Feels like a counter spell. Let's keep them honest. Alrighty, Mr. Skyfisher. Always a good thing to see you. Where's your friend Omen, though? So yeah, we got one card out of it, but there's 2 strands in our yard, so it's kind of like a, I don't want to say ancestral recall, but it is kind of like we drew 3 cards. What islands are these? Let's see. Tony Saculio. Yeah, he's the guy that does this for us too. So he's one of my favorites. All right. I think we play Skyfisher, return Forest, play Nascence, maybe. Or we just play Nascence, return Navigator's Compass. I'll give it a try, see if he's in a counter mode. Nope, okay. The life engine is real. Yeah, it's kind of true, Orion. Like I said, I've designed in circles around this list, varying degrees of success. Rally Gone probably being the most successful, just because it had that other engine to lean on. It's kind of an experiment if I could just kind of hone it down to just, man, and make that combo work. Showed up last game. Gotta just be incredibly focused when you play this list, though, which is probably why I don't stream all that well with it. I'm thinking like 2 or 3 turns ahead. Not the easiest thing to play, that's for sure. All right. I'm going to bring out Skyfisher, even though we did see Echoing and Aether Burst, but that's a good creature to be returning, and Skyfisher loves helping on screwed up hand sizes like this. We'll do this while we've got the opening. Omen. Oh, what a nice card to draw right now, especially with a compass in our hand. And attack. Sure is a cool list our opponent's running, though. Very old school. I don't know why they're not running Modern Age. Maybe they just haven't drawn it. Yeah, like I've been saying, Orion, in the chat, or in the past of this show, Vessel of Nascency is not a good card unless it's in this list or something similar. It's a nice set and forget turn 1 play, and especially when you're able to turn over prismatics and stuff and keep yourself alive to go find stuff. There's also that long forgotten one. It's 2 and a green. Benefaction of Ronus, I think. bring that up in the chat, one of my helpers, I'd appreciate it. I think that's right. Lets you go grab 2 things. Boy, 2 cards for 1. All right, especially with a Omen in our hand. If we can get that compass to stick, we can just Omen whenever we want. That's the one. Messed around with that a lot too. Alrighty, nice of you to join us, Mr. Guard. We'll do this. I think we'll just EOT Vessel. At this stage, we don't want to grab a land, huh? Or Omen. Yeah, Season of Renewal would be interesting too. But you know, whenever I come to the cards like that, and Chimpskey, it always comes back to why not just play Custodi Squire, get a nice 3/3 body in the air, able to go search for it too. And okay, the Thriving Isle, what a nice place to live. Our graveyard's pretty full. I'm thinking I might EOT Omen here, depending on what we see. I really wish they would come out with a card in Pauper like Weathered Wretch, where you could just pay 1 and just keep removing stuff and not make it so mana abhorrent, but what to do. Is he doing that crap again? All right. That's strange. Let's Omen. Yeah, but it's one less thing they're going to counter. All right, let's attack. Gotta watch our time. Take this 1 from the suitcase of the businessman. Crack! At this stage, I almost want to Skyfisher back a land, huh? This is brutal. Come on out, Skyfisher man. I'm just going to go with white beats. Screw the combo. Opponent's having a hard time finding anything of value. Oh, here's a counter. Boink. Nope. No, I said. Pass the turn, I said. Where's our land, I said. It's all in our graveyard. There's definitely more flexible ways of building a mana base. Just this metagame right now, boy, I am all about being able to do stuff on turn 1. Okay, well, we can block that forever. The biggest problem here is that he's turned this into a blue creature, so there's that. We have nothing to do with this extra mana left over, so I might as well tap all out for this. Yep. Does it work? If not, we'll just block. Okay, it's attack time. I thought this was a fake card when it was spoiled. I was like, just because of the art, it just looked too... I don't know, it's growing on me, but the stark contrast and stuff, it just looked like somebody just kind of photoshopping something together real quick. Oh, that's cool. I've seen a lot more of that lately. Bye-bye, Skyfisher. Declaimer. Nice little combat trick. That's a lot of cards to get rid of one Skyfisher, though. It is, isn't it, Nim Chimpskey? Did I get that? I got that wrong. It's green and white. I see a blue card and I just go there. Lesson learned. But at 10 life, I probably still would have attacked. Well, those two prismatics in the yard are looking very good if I can just get them to stick. I'm considering playing Kirtar's Desire and not paying for it to see if I can draw out a counter so that my Midnight Guard will stick and I can play defense or maybe find the combo, heaven forbid. There's another Omen. That's good news. That's great news, actually. We'll rock here. Play Omen. If it doesn't work, we'll get our dude out and then we have some ability to stay alive. Skyfisher. Okay. I gotta sneeze. Oh no. I hate when I have to sneeze and then it goes away because I feel kind of ripped off. That was weird. Skyfish. Probably countered. There it is. Okay. There goes my plan. We're at 11, just like that. Win, lose, or draw. I think we're going to call it after this. I'm just kind of emotionally beat up with this always performing poorly when I stream it. Like I say, go look at the Pauper Classic Tuesday. You'll see a lot of W's there. It just requires a lot more focus than I'm willing to give it when I'm streaming. So, Vessel, no sneezy. Oh, the wanton disregard for life totals. Look at this. Getting that last bit of counter magic to swing 2 more times. Wow. Okay, make that 1 turn. Yeah, this deck's really shining now that it's not leaning on the Nimble Mongoose and such. Double guard. We're kind of stuck having to play guard here. Actually, I'm going to do that first plan I had. I'm going to play Kirtar's Desire to look like we want to stay alive 1 turn. See if it gets a counter spell. I'm going to say no. I did that on purpose. Nope. Just trying to go down a counter here because if this doesn't resolve, we just lose. It works. Now we still have to use the strands here. And they can just bounce. Yep, we lose, guys. Concede. Wah, wah, wah. Very similar to the last time we took this out for a stroll, which was a lot of different cards at that time. I just adore this list. You haven't seen the end of it. I love streaming with it about every 4 or 5 months. I dust this off and see what I can do with it. Like I said, on Tuesday I did really well with it. Not so much today. Mana was really fighting us here. But I still believe in it. I like it a lot. But that was rough. I'm not going to lie. But I guess back to the drawing board. It's tough when you get a close tournament win on one side and then a outing like today, which isn't fun. So I'm going to go lick my wounds and such. And let me double check the... I just guess we can check that here with the date and time, right? Yeah, so I'm going to be gone here. 22nd will be our Halloween show. And that might be the only show left in October. It'll be just kind of day to day, but I'll definitely won't be streaming on the 15th. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Sorry it wasn't a better result. We'll see you same time, same place next week. Propaganda. Adios.
Attention Propaganda Nights. Show your love of all things Papa with our Ultra Deluxe Playmats. And true to our Papa roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
Trying to give these guys everything they can get to me, and that's it.
Just send an email to propaganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free.
I gotta read it again because my mind is just a piece of shit.
this morning. Just visit yourplaymat.com. Custom sleeves available too. Use code PROPAGANDA10YP.